Matthew Romero, 12, 12, 12. Well, you know, in our lifetime, that will never happen again. Till 3,000 and Matt has performed, choreographed, and directed at many theaters in his native California and the greater Boston area. He was most recently seen in New Repertory Theater's production of Rent, and before that as Angel in Dream Out Loud Productions' Rent at the BCA Plaza Theater, a performance that earned him an Ernie Award nomination. Other favorite credits include Mickey in Blood Brothers, EMACT Award, Best Lead Actor in a Musical, with Marblehead Little Theater, Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. It just says ... so I'm supposed to know that title. Fortunately, I do. Judah, and No No Nanette, starring Donna McKechnie, with Regal Players, Aida Mereb, with the Company Theater, Romeo and Juliet, Romeo, with Bay Colony Productions, That Boy, the Musical, Pan, Bud, Daisy, and 2 productions of Children of Eden, Adam and Noah, and Cain and Japheth, as well as the New England regional premiere of Jason Robert Brown's Songs for a New World at Harvard University. Choreography credits include 9, Ernie a nomination, Pippin, Chicago, the musical, Anything Goes, Oklahoma, and Fame, the musical. And his website, MatthewARomero.com. So let us welcome Matthew and welcome back to the piano, Tom.
Finding home in an unexpected way, making your home day by day, being home in an unencumbered sleep, staying at home, sweet and deep, leaving home unexpectedly and then searching for home once again. If you keep it in your heart when you are forced to roam, I know you too will start finding home, finding home in an unexpected face, feeling your home, finding grace, keeping home in the gestures that you know, holding home if you go, trusting home if you travel far and wide, carrying home deep inside, deep inside. Thank you, everybody. I'm so excited to be back here. and following such wonderful people. I hope you all were able to grab a set list. We have them passing around, so in case you're wondering, who's that by? What song is that? I'll be talking a little bit about them, but kind of keeping it moving, so that's your cheat sheet, or if you want to look it up later. So when I picked the theme, I picked home. And I did what any modern person does, goes into his iTunes and types home search. And I found a whole bunch of songs, including that little gem, which I had completely forgotten about. I had an album I don't listen to very often, and I played it through once and said, that's it. That is exactly what I'm going for, all the different ways in which home factors into our lives. So I figured, what a wonderful title, and what a better way to start it off. So for this next song, I'd like to talk about, well, we usually start off at home, usually, with a family, mother and father, and then we just can't wait to get out. But here's what happens. We think it's going to be awesome, and life is going to be super amazing. So this next song talks about the dream of getting out of your home. A princess slept in a tower for 17 years, awaiting a prince she was told would appear. His kiss had to be strong, yet tender and sweet, to awaken her from a restful retreat. But when her mother, the witch, had caught word of the news that such a prince had arrived, well, she kindly refused. She said, she'll stay in this tower, asleep in my hold, safe from the world with its dragons and trolls. And that's where she stayed for the rest of her life, dreaming of freedom behind curses and vines. Well, I'm not in a tower, and I'm not locked away, and no magic spell could force me to stay. I'm still keeping hope that she'll come around, that she'll understand I need out of this town. I'll see outside this town, so the small town can see that I'll dare to imagine a world bigger than me. And if I close my eyes and I shut them real tight, and I make a wish with all of my might, a wish one day she'll see this is part of the plan, just the start of a dream I've always had. And no dragons, and no warlocks, and no wizards, and no spells could keep me from writing the stories that my heart for 17 years has been waiting to tell. And so I'll close my eyes and I'll shut them real tight, and I'll make a wish with all of my might, a wish one day she'll see this is part of the plan, just the start of a dream. This is all that I dream, everything that I dream. When I wish, and I wish, yes, I wish. So yeah, that's what we think it's going to be like when we leave home. The reality is often a little bit different, especially if, as I asked my friend Josh to come back up and join me on the stage. He's going to be playing with me. You've heard him sing and play earlier. He's going to play and sing with me a little bit this evening as well. And this next song is two people who are not from an icy wonderland or wasteland, depending on your point of view. What it's kind of like whenever you move away and things get a little more crazy than you think they're going to get. It happens every now and then. I hear the words I need to hear, coming from the tiny speakers shoved into my ears. The crickets setting the tempo, the wind dancing across my skin, reminding me of conversation, summer nights when I stayed in back home, before I moved back home, before I got here back home, with the people who loved me my 18 years. My heart is split between home and here. I'm cut in half, two beds, two lies, and I live in between my porch back at home and this strange new world I knit. My heart is split. As sudden as the onset of winter, as natural as the trail mix they all eat, this untamed and icy place I live has swept me off my size 9 feet. I read non-stop to quell the absence. I drink too much, I fall in love too fast, obsessively collecting song and details. Nothing's gone, but nothing's lasting back home, before I move back home, before I got here back home, with the people who love me my 18 years. I'm split between home and here. I'm cut in half, two beds, two lives, and I live in between my porch back at home and the strange world I knit. My heart is split, my heart is split. I'm home and I'm still here. I'm cut in half, two beds, two lies, and I live in between my home and the strange new world I knit. My heart is split. It happens every now and then. I hear the words I need to hear, coming from the tiny speakers that I've shoved into my ears. Thank you. Thanks, Josh. So, the last two songs were by a couple of contemporary composers. First was by Scott Allen. Interestingly, turned out to be now from a musical called Home, but when I found it, it was actually entitled Different Things. So, fit into the theme anyway. The last song is actually by a songwriter, lyricist composer duo named Kerrigan and Loudermilk. And here's where I'm going to pimp out a wonderful website that I found this music on. It's called www.musicaltheater.com. And what it is it's a wonderful place for kind of undiscovered, new, up-and-coming contemporary musical theater composers to put their work for people like us to purchase it. But what it is also is it's a wonderful resource. You can put in a search by voice type. Is it a solo? Is it a duet? Is it a ballad? Is it bluesy? Is it rock? Is it just straight up musical theater? So if you're ever looking for something a little different, tired of singing the same song at every audition and want to shake it up a little bit, I really encourage you to do that. Support some young musical theater writers because they're out there. It's still happening. It's still writing. It's a little different now, and it's not all just bad musical movies made into musicals on Broadway. So that said, I'm going to take it back to an oldie. Not for the contemporary. Back to some oldies but goodie. And what happens after you've kind of found your equilibrium when you've settled in at your new home is, I don't know about for you guys, but for me, I always find that first love. You'd be so nice to come home to. You'd be so nice by the fire, while the breeze on high sang a lullaby. You'd be all that I could desire, under the stars chilled by the winter, under an August moon burning above. You'd be so nice, you'd be paradise to come home to and love. Tom Lamarck, ladies and gentlemen. Under the stars, chilled by the winter, under an August moon burning above, you'd be so nice, you'd be paradise to come home to. I wanna come home to you. You'd be nice, so nice, so nice to come home to and love. Thank you. And the funny thing about first loves is they often don't last either. So this next song is kind of what it feels like, what home feels like when that first special love walks out that door. A chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. But a chair is not a house, and a house is not a home when there's no one there to hold you tight, and no one there you can kiss good night. A room is still a room, even when there's nothing there but gloom. But a room is not a house, and a house is not a home when the two of us are far apart, and one of us has a broken heart. Now and then I call your name, and suddenly your face appears, but it's just a crazy game, and when it ends in tears. So darling, have a heart. Don't let one mistake keep us apart. I'm not meant to live alone. Turn this house into a home. When I climb the stair and turn the key, please be there, still in love with me. I'm not meant to live alone. Turn this Thank you. And I'm going to ask Josh to come up here and join me on this next one again. And this is for something a little different. It's kind of a funky song. Ooh, good call. We like the funky. Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my ma and pa, not the way that I do love you.
Holy moly, me oh my, you're the apple of my eye. Boy, I never loved no one like you.
Man, oh man, you're my best friend. I scream it to the nothingness. There ain't nothing that I need.
Well, cotton candy, Jesus Christ. Holy moly, me oh my. Oh man, I never loved no one like you.
Home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
I follow you into the park, through the jungle, in the dark. Boy, I never loved no one like you.
Molten boats and waterfalls, alleyways and paid phone calls. I've been everywhere with you.
That's true. Barefoot on a summer night, barefoot on a summer's night. Nothing could be sweeter than with you.
And in the streets we're running free. It's like it's only you and me. Geez, you're something to see. Home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
Home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
Home, let me come home. Home is where I'm alone with you. Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my ma and pa. Molten boats and waterfalls, alleyways and paid phone calls. Home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Home, let me come home. Home is when I'm alone with you. Home, let me come home. Home is when I'm alone with you. Thank you. There it is right here. Yeah, so funny thing about home as a theme, so many songs, so many ballads. So that was one that Josh pointed me to. I was like, dude, I need more up-tempos. I need more up-tempos. He's like, there's a bunch of hippies that do this song. And I was like, sold, we're doing it. So we thought it would be a little funky thing to throw in the middle of the program. But
I told my hippie friends that story. They're like, he's never heard that before? I was like, we're not everybody's hippies.
That's true, that's true. So the next song that Josh and I are going to do is we're going to take it down a little bit, and this kind of talks about the dream of home and what you think home life is going to be someday. Two bodies pressed together, two boys are falling hard. The smell of sweat and leather, a kinky greeting card, crazy about each other. We both have messed up pasts, when we are together, we have a freaking blast. I wanna be a housewife. What's so wrong with that? I wanna be a housewife, yeah. That's just where I'm at. I'm making guacamole. He's working on the car. When he grills turkey burgers, he knows I like them charred. I like to wash the dishes. I like to scrub the floor. Don't mind doing his laundry. What are boyfriends for? I wanna be a housewife. What's so wrong with that? I wanna be a housewife, yeah. That's just where I'm at. I wanna have his baby. I wanna wear his ring. He drives me freaking crazy. I am his everything. I wanna be a housewife. What's so wrong with that? I wanna be a housewife, yeah. That's just where I'm at. I wanna be a housewife. What's so wrong with that? Can't wait till he's in my life, yeah. 'Cause we haven't met yet. We haven't met yet. We haven't met yet. Met yet. Thank you. And now I'd like to invite another special guest up to the stage, Ms. Penny Hansen. Penny and I have known each other for quite some time. Come on up. And we've performed together before, but we've never actually had a chance to sing a duet together before. So when I picked the song... Until today. So when I picked the song, I thought, wouldn't this be a wonderful opportunity to get on stage with my dear friend?
Hear how the wind begins to whisper. See how the leaves go streaming by. Smell how the velvet rain is falling out where the fields are warm and dry. Now is the time to run inside and stay. Now is the time to find a hideaway where we can stay.
Soon it's gonna rain, I can see it. Soon it's gonna rain, I can tell. Soon it's gonna rain, what are we gonna do? Soon it's gonna rain, I can feel it. Soon it's gonna rain, I can tell. Soon it's gonna rain, what'll we do with you? find. 4 limbs of a tree we'll build. 4 walls and a floor we'll bind. It over with leaves and duck inside to stay. Then we'll let it rain, we'll not feel it. Then we'll let it rain, rain pell-mell, and we'll not complain if it never stops at all. We'll live and love within our own 4 walls. We'll find 4 limbs of a tree we'll build. 4 walls and a floor we'll bind. It over with leaves and run inside to stay. We'll run inside to stay. For soon it's gonna rain. I can feel it. I can feel it. Run inside. And then we'll let it rain. We'll not feel it. Then we'll let it rain. Rain pell-mell. And we'll not complain.
Happy ending.
If it never stops at
Soon
all.
it's gonna rain. Why complain?
We'll live and love
within our walls.
Happily we'll live and love, no cares at all. Happily we'll live and love within our castle wall. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, thank you. So I'd like to invite Josh back up for my last song this evening, and this one I will freely admit I actually stole from my husband who performed here last year. It's a wonderful Randy Newman song, and we had never heard this arrangement until we saw the movie My Sister's Keeper. And Josh did a wonderful job recreating it for us on guitar. I actually think he made it better at points, so thank you. And he, and when my husband sang this, it was a very personal song for him because it was something that he sang because it really made him think of me, and I'm singing it now because it makes me think of him. And before you all ask, where the heck is he? He's in class right now. He's in his next to last class, hopefully ever, finishing up tonight. So he's off pursuing his dream, which is really too bad that he can't be here because we knew that when we picked the slot. But I hope that he enjoys it when he sees the video as much as I enjoyed seeing him sing it to me. So. Something in your eyes makes me want to lose myself. Makes me want to lose myself in your arms. There's something in your voice makes my heart beat fast. Hope this feeling lasts for the rest of my life. If you knew how lonely my life has been, and how long I've been so alone, and if you knew how I wanted someone to come feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all the way back where I come from. Feels like home to me. It feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all the way back where I belong. A window breaks down a long dark street, and a siren wails in the night. But I'm alright, 'cause I have you here with me, and I can almost see through the dark there is a light. If you knew how much this moment means to me, and how long I've waited for your touch, and if you knew how happy you are making me, I never thought I'd love anyone so much. It feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all the way back where I come from. It feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all the way back where I belong. Feels like I'm all the way back where I belong. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Grab a little bit of water before we start. So, once again, I just wanted to thank, first of all, thank all of you for being here and being such a wonderful audience and this evening, and to thank Josh for playing for me and for singing with me, to thank my dear friend Penny Hansen for coming up and joining me as well. Of course, the incredible Tom Lamarck. And I'm going to ask Tom to do one more with me for y'all. And this one is kind of takes it up again a little bit and lets us know that it doesn't matter where you are. Home is where you want it to be. Free and easy, that's my style. Howdy do me, watch me smile. Fare thee well me after a while, 'cause I gotta roam. And any place I hang my hat is home. Sweetening water, cherry wine suits me kindly and it tastes real fine. Kansas City, Caroline, they're my honeycomb. And any place I hang my hat is home. Birds roosting in the trees, they pick up and go, and the going proves that That's how it ought to be. I pick up too when the Spirit moves me. Cross the river, round the bend. Howdy, stranger, and so long, friend. There's a voice in the lonesome wind that keeps telling me to roam. I'm going where a welcome mat is, no matter where that is, 'cause any place I hang my hat is home. Who else does it like him, ladies and gentlemen? Birds roosting in the trees, pick up and go, and the going proves. That is how it ought to be. I'd pick up too when the Spirit moves me. Cross the river, round the bend. Howdy, stranger, and so long, friend. There's a voice in the lonesome wind that keeps on telling me to roll. I'm going where a welcome mat is, no matter where that is, 'cause any place I hang my hat is home.